Hi Leo, the Awakened Dreamer here. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to do a quick reading in regards to your next upcoming relationship. Thank you so much for joining me once again, and do remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and of course leave me a comment or several down below. We do have love at the bottom of the deck. We're going to pull from the Forest deck and see what this relationship is all about, okay? How spirit would describe it. I did get a push to start singing before beginning this reading, and it was that song, I Had the Time of My Life. You know what I'm talking about? It typically takes place in certain vacation resort commercials, as I can't even spit that out, but you get the point. Um, Anyways, so I do really feel as if there are going to be some really memorable experiences between the two of you with this individual that I feel like you haven't met yet. For some you have, but I feel the majority you haven't met this person yet. But I do feel as if there's a level of love that will be sparked between the two of you in a very pure way. Okay, you're both a pure soul in your own individual way. What is this relationship going to be like? What else do we have for Leo? Okay, uncertainty, transformation. I feel as if the two of you are going to come together and there's going to be a level of uncertainty in regards to your individual paths, right? Stemming from oneself. And I do feel as if the relationship will help you clarify better understand what you're actually going through. I do feel like one of you will be a bit more in need of the other's services or just spirituality, something of the sort. But there's something about the two of you where even if there are times where you're feeling a bit uncertain as to the future of the connection, that will be purposeful in a lot of ways. But I do feel like you're both going to transform through the connecting between the two of you, okay? Again, a lot of memorable experiences. And I feel some of you Leos drawn to this reading will have a lot of beautiful dates, experiences, hangouts in nature. Okay, I just heard walk in nature, and I really do feel like, okay, the water will be your best friend if you can experience it with them. But I just feel like this is so destined, and there's underneath it all a level of flexibility that will be needed on both ends, okay, but will be easy to implement, to flow with, as when it comes to the two of you needing to be flexible with the other's schedule, right? Having different lives. But also, I just feel like your courage will shine, okay? A very courageous kind of connection, but also flexible when it comes to what you want to do versus what they would want to do for that specific evening or day. Does that make sense? Given you're not always going to be 100% on the same page, but it's like, I'll do what you want to do this time, and then we'll swap it around next time or whatever the case may be. But again, I do feel like it's a very transformative connection. And the way this connection will unravel is quite magical, I feel the need to say. Butterflies coming into play once again. You will see them change as you continue to date them, and this will push them to remember or recognize that you were just very spiritually guided to meet them, and vice versa. All right. Okay, we couldn't let this go unseen, is what I'm now hearing. I just feel like this has been in the works behind the scenes by spirit for a bit now. All right. Even if you didn't think so or didn't feel like it, I do sense that one of your voices is going to be highlighted in this connection. Both are important, obviously, coming together as a team, but I do feel like one of which just speaks with such power that the other one is left in awe. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. And I really do feel, okay, the number 426 coming into play, 426, speaking angel number wise, a bit of significance for the connection. Prosperity, beautiful. I do feel like there's a lot of, prosperous behavior, a lot of treating each other well. If you're typically the one to be courted in a connection, they are going to take you out to some beautiful evenings, ones that you wouldn't even expect. I do feel like there's the potential to get a little bit nervous, okay, in the beginning, but I do feel like it's the beginning jitters, but there is a level of comfort that comes to be quite easily over time, right? You make them nervous is now what I'm hearing. You make them nervous. I do feel like there's some gifting to take place on both ends, mainly on the person who would court and want to take care of the other one. But I do sense that you are, okay, seeing the truth in them, but again, going back, I do feel like being drawn to this reading, given Leos are very strong personalities, very bold, very sort of in your face at times, but just kind of, yeah, we're just bold, right? I'm a Leo sun if you're new to the channel. I do feel like you're going to make them a little bit nervous, okay? It may be reversed, you know, right? Depending on the type of Leo you are and what sign they end up being. I just heard Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, so there's a high possibility they're going to be an earth sign, which will help balance you out at times, and you'll help them kind of crack out of their shell and experience new things, and vice versa. But I do sense that there's a bit of a bold way about one of you, and that again puts the other one a little bit in a state of nervousness at times, see? And that will help this person grow, okay? Okay, and a bit of gratifying energy stemming from the person who is the bolder of the two. Anyways, let's continue and pull from the Mystic Mondays. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Both of your careers will come into play. This is a connection that's going to need a true amount of watering, but it won't feel like a task, a chore, right? It'll just feel like something you want to do, right? You want to bond and grow the connection, grow together. I just feel like the way they put in effort, even in moments of uncertainty, will leave you in awe, okay? Will kind of begin to, or for some quicker than obviously others, wipe away the past views you've had of dating, at least to an extent, because I do feel like being drawn to this reading, you haven't had the best luck per se, or you just, I feel like repeating patterns, and this person will put a stop to that, and it'll remind you why certain other connections couldn't work out. But I do feel like there's part of you that expects the worst because of what you've been through. And I feel like they do too. But I do sense that there's just several moments you guys will have where, I want to say even evenings, where you will just be so in the moment and just so enamored by them, and vice versa, where it doesn't even come into play, right? That doubt or that expecting the worst, just even past situations get wiped out of one's present view, out of your mind, okay? But I do feel like there's a respect of each other's hermit mode, right? A need for alone time, and it doesn't mean that there's going to be huge chunks of space between each time getting together. Sometimes there might be, but I do sense that you're being pushed to recognize that they do respect your alone time because they like theirs as well. There's a very high possibility they're a Virgo, okay, or another Leo, but I do sense that there's something about the individuality that is able to shine on both ends of the connection, will be, that leaves both of you quite happy. But it's this sort of power about the connection where you transform together, right, from all that you go through and learn and teach each other, but you empower each other to go through certain beautiful individual experiences and then come together in a very healing way. So I'm now feeling like it's a healing connection, even though we didn't get that. Nine of Cups. This is a true wish fulfillment, Leo. And I feel like it's, again, a reminder why you went through all the difficulties in dating and hooking up, and why certain, again, patterns kept coming in to be. This won't feel like a juggling act, and you won't feel the need to choose per se between this person and other options when you finally meet them. It's just gonna click, It's going to click, okay? And you may feel as if you don't have a ton of options when you do meet them. Some you might have a few or a handful to choose from. But I just feel like there's a level of prosperity to be gained from meeting them, from growing with them, okay? And I do feel like it's not going to be a very heavy, burnt out connection, which is going to be so damn refreshing. It's going to be a connection where you feel as if you enlighten each other, right? The connection itself enlightens you, but it leaves you feeling light and fluffy. It makes you feel healthier, healed once again. It doesn't feel like a burden, and you won't feel like they're extremely burnt out per se, which might shock you when you come together. But I do feel like you're going to see that there's a very wise, bold sort of vibe about what the two of you have between each other, okay? I really do feel as if this is a very, again, bold, wise, independent sort of connection, but one that will leave both of you in a better spot individually, but growing together to the point where you remember from time to time that this is meant to be, that it's destined, okay? A work of spirit, if you will. Beautiful. Get ready for this wish fulfillment in love, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, week, and month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo.